What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to yet another video on, in my eyes, an amazing new crypto gem. This is a privacy related coin which I haven't covered in quite a long time. Unfortunately, privacy related coins are a little bit out of fashion, but some of them still are very big. And this project right here, Ciphercore, and the token itself, which is actually launching today. From now, I believe it's in about like 3-4 hours, but I'll still update you on that as well. But the token has some real utility as well, so that's why I wanted to make a video on that. Project came to my notice recently, so in this video basically what we'll do, just to kind of introduce it, is first of all I'll tell you a little bit about what the project is, briefly, and how you can actually use it as well. Then we'll talk a little bit more about the token which is launching today and all of the tokenomics, all of the tokenomics you need to know, but also some of the great yields you can get by holding and staking that token. And then last of all, we'll talk about some more practical things, some practicalities. So let's get right into it. All right, so what Ciphercore actually allows you to do with their platform is it allows you to send transactions or send Ethereum. Right now they have Ethereum and BNB, which you can actually send, but they allow you to send it privately. So what that actually does is that right now, if you send Ethereum over the blockchain, you can see the address where it comes from and the address where you're sending it to. What Ciphercore allows you to do is actually to send it into an anon pool, they call that. You can also see that right here, an anon pool. And then it allows you to withdraw from that pool. But what that does, that anonymous pool, is it basically destroys any trace of the transaction. It just goes into one end and comes out in the other end. It's very related. It's also a hard fork of Tornado Cash, so it can be compared with that. But it has some great tokenomics with that Cipher token coming out today as well. So this is a quick step-by-step guide how it works. Basically, you have to select a network, so either Ethereum or the BNB Smart Chain. Right now, only Ethereum is available. Then you can press how much Ethereum you actually want to deposit in one of those anon pools, and then you get a unique secret key. And then once you actually want to get it out, and I'll show you just what that looks like as well, if you go to their website, which by the way, all of the links will be down in the description if you want to check that out. But when checking it out, if you go to the top menu right here at tools, you can actually see that. So I have connected my wallet already. Right now it shows BNB for me because I'm actually on the BNB Smart Chain, I believe. But then you can very easily deposit the amount of BNB you want to deposit, press deposit BNB, and then you get that secret key. And then once you actually want to retrieve or withdraw those funds from those anon pools, you have to press withdraw, select the token, the address where you want to send it to, and the key which you got when you deposited it. So then you can actually send it while the transaction is completely private, which is one of the core reasons why blockchain actually rose to prominence. And with Ciphercore, you can actually, it has some real utility. You can actually send those transactions privately. Well, it also has some other great things. So now I actually wanted to dive into the tokenomics. So now you know a little bit more about the Ciphercore itself. They're also developing and working on a transfer function, which should be easier than depositing and withdrawing it, even though that's not that difficult in my eyes. But yeah, for now, let's actually dive into the tokenomics. And by the way, I do want to say, before we dive into the tokenomics, it's also fully audited by Solid Proof, and Solid Proof declared it good to go. So just for some extra validation, that has also been done. Now let's get into the tokenomics. All right, so the Cipher token launching today in about, I believe, if I'm correct, it's in about 3 hours from now. So that's, well, it's 5 p.m. UTC time on the 5th of July. So it doesn't matter when you're watching this video, then it will launch. So probably when you're watching this video, it has already launched. But the Cipher token it has two main utilities. First of all, it's a governance token. It actually allows you to gain governance in the DAO, in the Ciphercore DAO. But apart from that, it's also a revenue sharing token. All right, so what Ciphercore actually does when you use the platform, so when you want to send those private transactions, it actually it gets some revenue from that. So they charge a fee for the service. Now, if you actually buy and stake Cipher. So right here on their website, if you go to the top to the DAO pools, you can actually stake your Cipher. Right now it's not available yet because the token generation event hasn't happened yet. But if you stake it here, after buying Cypher, you can actually get some of those revenue that is made by the platform. So with that, if you buy Cypher, apart from that the project is great and it has some real utility and therefore there's definitely growth potential, apart from that you also gain some real revenue if the platform is used, and you gain some governance. And governance doesn't matter that much, but the revenue in this case is pretty good. If we're talking about the other tokenomics, you can see that 40% was sold in a public sale. They actually did a pre-sale as well. Private sales 20%, 20% to the team, but there's actually some great vesting there, which is good. That doesn't mean that that does mean that there's not that much selling pressure from the team and centralized exchanges, and that's 20%, relatively high, I would say. But again, most of it's actually coming from the public sale and the private sale. And there does seem to be a very tight community behind it. If you actually check out their socials, which you can check out on their website, if you scroll all the way to the bottom right here, you can see that there's a very tight Telegram community, and they're pretty big on Twitter as well, at Cypher Privacy. There you can also follow them and follow all of the updates also on the token generation event, and gain some links on how to actually buy that. I'll leave some links down in the description as well on how to actually get to the website of Ciphercore, how to use that, but also how to buy the token. Alright, so with that we've reached the end of this video. We talked about Ciphercore. I introduced you briefly to the project, what it is about, their key values, but also how to use them, or how to use the platform. Then we talked about their Cypher token, which is coming out today, July the 5th. The main utility of the Cypher token, but also how to buy that. And like I said, for that I'll also leave a link down in the description. You can mainly buy it on a decentralized exchange right now, so check that out if you want to. But for now, we reached the end of this video. So if you have any questions about Ciphercore or the Cypher token, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. But for now, thank you for watching, take care, and bye.